Yeah, what's good, people?
Hey,
Good people,
everybody.
good people. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. So we're gonna jump right into it. First things first, of course. How's everybody's week been so far? Starting with Lynn and Stephanie.
Good.
It's been
Eventful.
an eventful week. Ups, downs, highs, lows.
Yeah,
But overall, pretty good.
Yeah, good.
good. Why?
Um,
Yeah.
yep.
Say no more. Been a pretty solid week for myself.
It's been a Monday through Friday, I tell you that. So,
I got
Yeah. Yeah. That happens. That happens. What about you, Diesel?
pretty solid week. Can't complain. This puppy, getting on my nerves though. I'm about to have a puppy for sale in a second, but we gonna get
Lord,
to this
Oh,
this
no.
training state. Oh man, he just dropped not dropped, but left a puddle down here that I was disappointed in. But
oh,
other than that, it's been a stellar week.
he a puppy.
I understand. He's doing good.
Yeah, that's kids. Or
Then
puppies.
tonight he just went left.
Hey, Alice, I see you watching.
What about you, Jigga?
Week has been wonderful. Got my stuff. Household goods. Trying to get everything set back up. Boxes everywhere. Ain't finished painting yet. My baby left me today. I could sing a blues song or write one, but
Here we go.
still on the up. So I really can't complain.
Here you go.
Yeah. So I think I might have to like do a quick early what got you effed up, though. I'm gonna throw that in there because I went to unbox my stuff, and of course you usually unbox your high value items first whenever people move your stuff.
Mhm.
And I started unboxing stuff and looking at stuff. And I unboxed my new Samsung 65-inch QLED TV. Busted.
Oh,
TV. It ain't working. It's
Oh, no.
impact damage. I got a crack running from the bottom left to the upper right. I can't watch no football. I can't play no Xbox. It's
Oh,
so yeah.
I'm
But
sorry, fam. That sucks.
It got me effed up too then.
but all in all,
I'm sorry. To hear.
That's what you have insurance on it?
I was
Ah,
the answer is yes.
yeah.
It's covered.
There
Yeah.
you go. So there we
Yeah.
go. We're good.
I gotta,
Mhm.
yeah, so I got to
That,
file.
that's a scam, Dirt. See, you see that scam in action?
See, it's actually a warranty in certain instances
No,
versus
no,
insurance.
no. That's insurance.
Because no sooner that warranty up, that's
That's
usually your
insurance. That's
TV
not a
break.
warranty.
Hey, Egg, what's going on, cousin?
But yeah, so I got to file a claim, get a
Yeah.
new TV. Actually, it kind of inspired me because of the length of my basement. I'll probably get a couple TVs down here that I can run concurrently or show different games at the same time. You know, so
CNN. Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be a war room show.
So can you do you have to mail it back, or can you just go to a local place wherever you got it?
They gonna send them
No,
a new TV.
yeah, the army moved me, so I gotta what's going on? Cause so I gotta file a claim so they can pay it out.
Okay.
Right. And once they pay it out, then I can go buy another one. But you know, I'll probably
Egg
buy.
want to know on the topics.
Okay.
So what we're talking about tonight, we have the NFL Week 3, of course.
Oh
After
no.
we go over the results of week 2.
We are continuing our insurance talk because it is still life insurance where it is much. And we also have the question for our viewers tonight, which came up from your girl, like the shady mess. I be in the shade room all the time.
In the
So
shade.
will you wait for 30 years for your partner to get out of jail, or are you going to get a divorce?
The face of the Madeira sisters.
So we We
Hey,
are definitely going to
made
get
it.
into that, and there's different scenarios that we're going to bring up with that conversation. So
Yes.
if
So we
y'all
got to
ready,
get
we can
into
go
it.
ahead and get into
Let's go.
it.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
I was debating on whether or not to tell y'all what the topics were, but I wanted to see y'all's reaction on that last one because that's amazing. That was what I was. Yes. All right, so Dirt, you want to read off the results of the winners and the top and the bottoms of last week's games, and then we can run through our picks real quick.
Will do. Will do. Coming in first overall with 13 wins was your girl Wanda.
Based on color.
I know. Go, girl.
Based
See,
on color.
Based
Big
on the
finished second
colors
with
of
10
the uniform.
wins. Correct.
When you feel good, you play good. I be trying to tell y'all.
I believe in that saying. I came in
Brittany.
third with 9. Lynn, you came in at 8. With 8 wins in 4th place.
Oh.
Yeah, how
I had
about
a
them
couple
Cowboys?
of
Cowboys did win.
yeah.
We got another Cowboy fan in the comments.
Now look, the
Yeah.
Lions, the Chargers. What? Chargers went to overtime and through.
Yeah, I think we lost that Detroit game. I just erased the board and I wrote the new ones up after I did the tally. Oh, I should have took a screenshot like I usually do.
But that's okay. We know
Yeah,
that I
Yeah,
took the crown this week
you
Yep.
or
won.
last week.
Wow.
So
So,
Look, here's what
round
I
of
know
applause
about. Here's
for
what I know about
moi.
the team color thing. That
I'm
don't
trying to
last.
it don't.
say,
That don't
It don't.
last. That is
we're
not
gonna
sustainable.
say
It's
That's
not. It is not.
It's not
Once people
it's
start,
sustainable.
been working.
once,
It's
Well,
been
once,
working.
congratulations, Wanda, but
Thank you.
that is not
Thank
sustainable.
you. Thank you.
That is
right.
not sustainable.
Once people start
I've
turning
look,
black and blue on the field,
I've crushed many a secretary during March Madness trying to ride that same wave year to year.
right?
It's not
It's been
sustainable.
working. That's all I'm
I
saying.
can't
It's
wait to
been
watch
working.
man.
It
That's something
works.
different. That's something
It,
different. That is a totally different ball game right there. I love March Madness as well. But yeah, let's get into the picks this week.
all right.
We
So
have
Let's
a
do
shot
it.
topics.
game, we already got the Giants and the 49ers out the way. The 49ers came up with that one. Next game is going to be Broncos at Dolphins. Who we got?
Dolphins.
Whoa, out the gate.
No, wait.
Dolphins.
I take it
I'm
back.
I'm I'm taking the Dolphins.
Dolphins. Go with the Broncos. Because Russell.
Dolphins.
You going with the
Dolphins.
Broncos?
Yeah, I'm
Look,
going with
I
the Broncos.
gave Russell the sympathy vote last week.
Didn't do it for you.
Look, the better team is at home, and the better team is the Dolphins.
All
Okay.
right.
Right?
Yep. Wanda, you sticking with the Dolphins? I mean Denver?
Yeah, I'm sticking with Denver.
Denver.
Right. Jigga?
I'm I'm gonna go with the Dolphins. Actually, I'm gonna go with the Dolphins because they fresh start, fresh knees, new players. So I'm gonna go with the Dolphins.
All right.
All right.
Right.
Next game we got the Pats at the Jets.
I'm gonna take the Jets.
Dirt got
At
the Jets.
Jets.
Lynn got the
I will
Jets.
also take the Jets because I can't stand the Patriots.
Okay.
Jets.
Wow.
The Jets.
All right, I'm gonna go with the Pats.
You gonna take
Now the Pats have beat the Jets 14 straight times.
I know.
Hey, Maya.
Right.
Hey, Maya.
Hey, Maya. Pause for the cause and say hey to Maya. She's worth it. All right.
what up,
After,
Maya? I
we
can't
got
say
the
it like this. What up, Maya?
yeah, I'm gonna get one there for Maya because thank you, baby. I appreciate it. So after that, we got the Texans and Jags.
Jags.
Jaguars.
Oh.
See?
Wanda and Marianne.
Yep.
That's an ugly game. Oh no,
Is
Jackson.
it? Why though?
No, I'm rolling with Sunshine, Trevor Lawrence. I mean, yeah, Jig,
I'm going with Texas.
and I got a team in my fantasy draft. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right, now we going to an old school game. We got Titans and the Browns.
Titans.
Who's a home?
Cleveland.
The Browns. They playing up north.
Which one? Cleveland.
Okay.
Who you say, Drew?
I'm going with the Titans.
Deshaun.
They gonna turn around. They gonna turn around.
Hope he don't need a massage before the game.
I think he does need a massage before the game. The massage before the game would be,
I'm gonna actually roll. I'm gonna roll with the dog pound too. I'm rolling with Cleveland.
Okay.
Who you say, Jig?
I'm going with the Titans.
Wanda?
The Titans.
Okay.
All right. After that, we go on to the Saints and the Packers.
Saints.
I'll go back next week.
At the Packers?
At the Packers.
Packers.
Wow.
I thought he was going to say that.
What have the Saints shown you?
I love Nola.
I understand, but what have they shown you?
Nothing.
That's where my picks is coming from here.
Okay.
I ain't seen nothing from the Saints, but you barely beat Carolina Panthers and you barely beat Tennessee at home.
But a win is a win.
That is correct.
So you rolling with the eye test, huh, Lynn? Okay.
Yeah.
I had Derek Carr for so long in Vegas. You hear me?
Uh-huh.
I'm rolling with New Orleans, man.
Okay. All right.
There we go.
So I got the Saints also. And I skipped one. My apologies. We got to go back up one to the Dirty Birds and the Lions.
That's another tough game.
At the Lions?
In Detroit, yes.
In Detroit. I'm going with the Lions.
Lions.
I guess I'm the only one rocking with Atlanta.
Now I'm rolling with the Dirty Birds too, Wanda.
Okay. All right.
All right. Then we got the Bills and the Commodores, the Commanders.
I still don't like their name, so I'm gonna have to go with the Bills.
Bills?
Yep.
At the Commanders?
At the Commanders, yeah.
Commanders.
Wow.
I think Lynn just jumping off the ledge this week. Like we just
No, they got Kyle has actually been playing great ball. They look solid quarterback, you know what I'm saying?
Who's that, Wanda? Who's undefeated in that matchup?
Wow. You just came out.
You know,
it's only the third week.
I'm taking Buffalo though.
At home.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Buffalo though.
Yeah, that's who I took. I'm taking the Bills on the strength of
at home.
Yeah. You right, man. You correct. Yeah.
All right, Chargers and Vikings.
Vikings.
And we got the Chargers at the Vikings.
At the Minnesota.
Yep. Okay. I'm going with the Vikings as well. Because my favorite color is purple.
We're gonna do
so you taking the Chargers, Jig?
Yeah.
Jig always the eyeball.
You going with the Chargers?
Hell no.
Oh, okay.
That's in the division. You already know he ain't taking the Chargers.
We got him caught up last week. So
yeah, that's why I lost a lot of games going against the
last week got you bad, cuz. We got Indy at the Ravens.
B-boy.
Yeah, don't even ask me because y'all already know.
Ravens.
Okay.
I think that's all four, ain't it?
I think it is. I think that's the easy one.
Unanimous.
Yeah.
All right.
We actually agree on something this week.
I know, right? Now we have Panthers and Seahawks. Panthers at the Seahawks.
The Hawks.
Wow. Okay.
I'm gonna have to go with the Seahawks as well.
Wow, it's working.
Look, so you jumping off the ledge with us, Wanda? Is that what you're doing?
No, see, I thought about it, and I just like those jerseys better. I do.
No, I'm gonna take Pete Carroll at home with the 12th man always.
All right. I'm going with the Panthers myself.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now we got the Bears at the Chiefs. I know, Wanda. I got you.
It's okay.
The Chiefs.
The Chefs.
The Chefs.
I'm waiting to hear from Dirt.
That's so am I. Because
I
that's,
need you to say it.
is he going to bet with his heart or his head?
The Birds.
What?
What?
He taking the Bears?
You know that's not a snowball chance in hell that they're going to win.
Are you
Hey,
serious?
wait a minute. Kansas City 1-1, and like Lynn said with that eye test, they ain't
No.
showed me nothing yet.
You.
What they done showed y'all fans? Y'all
I'm
biased.
writing it down.
Oh, I already wrote it down. Dirt. The Birds.
I can't believe that. Yeah, that's okay. That's foolishness. That's
Okay.
I
anyway.
think you out there alone with that one, Dirt.
Yeah,
Okay,
I take
wow.
that Lone Wolf.
Yeah. Now we're going with the boys, Cowboys, quote unquote America's team at Arizona.
Well, I
That
can't
was-
go for the Cardinals, so I'm gonna have to rock with
you
Dallas.
can't go over the Cardinals. You can't.
I can't. No.
You can't?
I can't
Sure.
No.
I can't either.
Ooh.
Everybody taking
I'm gonna have to rock
Cowboys.
with Dallas.
Them
Yeah.
boys. I think them boys. It should be unanimous.
Man.
Yeah, it should be.
I mean, it's not. I mean, if they were playing anyone else,
Wow. Okay. So yeah, that's Cowboys for that. And
right.
we got the Steelers
Sunday night, baby.
Sunday night.
Steelers and who?
Raiders.
Steelers at the Raiders.
Dirt.
Steelers
Raiders.
and Raiders.
Steelers. Wanda.
Now,
He's one else.
I'm gonna
The
say
Raiders.
this. Yeah,
Raiders.
I'm going with the Raiders because they going off of motivation right now.
Wait a minute. What's our motivation?
They in a new area, new stadium, new fans, new money. So I gotta ride that momentum with them. I am.
All right. I'll take it. Monday night games.
So is everybody at the Raiders?
No, Wanda took Pittsburgh.
no, I'm doing the Steelers.
All right.
We got 2 Monday night games coming up.
Yes. So we got the Eagles at the Bucks for the first one. Yeah.
I take the Eagles.
Look me in the eye. The Bucks.
The Bucks. Okay.
I'm definitely going for the Buccaneers.
And I'm taking the Bucks also. Dirt, you the only Eagle.
Whoa. They went to the Super. Okay.
Look, they lost.
They lost.
Correct, but they still strong. Who is undefeated in this matchup?
Oh wow. Yeah, the Eagles. Well, they both undefeated. They both undefeated.
Oh, both undefeated, and who's at home?
Yeah, they both undefeated, and the Bucks are at home. So for the last game on Monday night, we got the Rams at Bengals. Wanda, I know you're not taking the Rams, so I'm gonna put you down. Yep.
As long as you know.
Yep.
We taking the Bengals.
The Bengals.
I'm taking the Rams.
And they name sound like one of my favorite bracelets. So
Bengal bracelet. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See?
I'm taking the Rams. So
yeah, I'm taking the Bengals.
You only taking them because we don't like them.
I can't do traders like that. They don't.
I'm trying to even out my eyes from them division games. So
yeah, I hold grudges.
Absolutely.
All right, so we got our picks in for week 3 of the NFL. We riding out. So yeah, that's a good look, and we're gonna come back again next week and see who's the top and who lost out.
Dirt think he got it. Well, we'll see.
Said he got it. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Shall see.
Hey, any given Sunday, Kizzo. Any given Sunday. All right. So moving back over into the topic of the month, and let me say this for the record because I think this is great. I think this is the first time we've ever had a topic well, no, it's not the first time, but it's the first time we've had the consistent guest for the topic. We've got a set of experts in for the specific topic that we are talking about for the duration of the month, which is life insurance. And I'll also say that I appreciate everything that you all have given us already. From the interview, which I got more videos that I'm going to be putting out. And from
your editing skills is coming right along, man.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, you're doing your thing.
Boy went to school. He went to school.
You're over there doing your thing.
and it was tough. It was
He
tough.
graduated. He
Yeah,
graduated.
He
I,
did.
I,
Hey,
I
you
did
should
all
see
the
some of
edits
my
on
earlier
my phone
stuff.
while I was
So
at
you'll
work. It was
definitely agree.
Did you say
it
you
was
did it at work?
on my phone.
On your
Yes,
break. On your break. He did it at work on his break on his phone. Oh, good. Yeah.
yeah, that part.
How y'all
Yeah.
feel about being called experts? 'Cause y'all
Yeah,
knowledge of the game has really. I mean, I was ignorant to
Trained a lot of
the
people.
whole game, and
mhm.
y'all enlightened us on so much and just brought so much forward. It was just great, beneficial for us. So
Well, we appreciate it, but
It's
we
humbling. Yeah.
at the same time we've worked at this expertise.
okay,
So we do our homework.
Really.
We gather the facts. We gather the experience, and we keep learning. One of the crazy things this week is had a situation where we've never had it happen before. I won't get into specifics,
Mhm.
but it was just a situation like, wow, I've
Mm.
never seen this, and here it is, happening this week during
so
life
y'all
insurance.
still learning as well.
Absolutely,
Every
Okay,
absolutely,
day.
absolutely.
okay,
30+
Because
years in.
we're dealing with, for lack of a better word or cliche, we're dealing with snowflakes. So
Mm.
every scenario is different.
Yeah.
No two scenarios are the same.
Just like people.
Right.
Just
No,
people.
no two health situations, no two prescription situations, no two anything. And everything, all ailments occur on a spectrum. Like,
Okay.
for instance, diabetes. You have diabetics that don't take any medication at all. They just manage with diet and exercise. Then you have diabetics that take just metformin. Then you have diabetics that take metformin and insulin and those other products that we see on TV, Jardiance, Ozempic, what have you.
Glipizide.
All those things. So just even with diabetes, it's not open and shut.
I was this
And
close to
if
getting
you're
me some
young with
Ozempic because they say you can
diabetes,
lose 10 pounds.
yeah, if you're young with diabetes, you get treated more harshly than if you're older with diabetes.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me, and I'm not trying to stop your story, but let me pause you out right there with that because that brings up a very specific thing. Is it harder to insure a younger person with diabetes than what it would be an older person with diabetes? Because I'm
Yeah.
sure that there's a different liability that's held in the balance between those
because
two
it
things.
running our bloodline.
Yes.
It running our bloodline. So that's a valid question. That right on,
Yes.
Jig.
So typically, if you're diagnosed with diabetes before age 40, the predictability of your lifespan becomes more complicated to predict. So rather than and prediction really falls in line with term insurance, because term insurance is the one. Just imagine, I use this analogy a lot. Just imagine if you had a casino.
Oh no, freeze up was real.
Two of them are going to win.
You gotta run
Okay,
that
say it
back.
one more
You
time because you guys froze
gotta
up.
run it
Say
back.
it one
Y'all
more
froze
time.
up. You gotta run it back.
No problem. You got a casino, and every
Okay.
100 people that walk in your casino, you're only going to pay 2 winners.
Okay.
How great would your profit be at
Oh
your
yeah, you got
casino?
great profit margin. Yes.
98 losers, 2 winners.
Yeah.
That's term insurance.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why they have to get that predictability
Holy cow.
right.
Wow.
Okay.
For every 100 term policies written, only 2 are going to pay out. So when a company issues you a term insurance policy, what they're saying is, we believe that you will naturally outlive this policy.
Mm-hmm.
When they can't make that predictability, they will decline you. Now, with a permanent plan, it doesn't matter as much, because as long as you keep paying, they're going to pay out when you naturally pass away or accidentally. But with a term policy, the premiums are so low, $19.99, you can get $500,000 as a young person. So if you got diabetes, and we personally have 2 people in our family that passed. One was 25 and one was 33.
Oh
From
wow.
complications from diabetes.
Wow.
Ooh.
Okay.
It happens. It
Yeah.
happens to young people all the time because young people don't believe they're
No,
Yeah.
mortal,
we're invincible.
fallible, whatever.
Yeah.
So
I
they
remember,
don't
I
do
used
what
to
they're
feel like
supposed to
that.
do with regarding their medications and their regimens and that
Yeah.
stuff. They
Just for
don't
the
do
fact I'm still 21.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that goes for old young people too.
Yeah.
You know?
So that's you know, one of the things that we've encountered this week where it was like, wow, okay, we really had to go back to the drawing board with respect to getting this situation taken care of.
Mhm.
And
So
we're
I
still
have
at the drawing
twins.
board.
Wanda have twins. So y'all saying nothing is the same.
No. And we have, as Steph was just whispering into my ear, we have more than 30 companies that we can shop.
Yeah.
And that's what's great about being an independent life insurance agent, is that you're not held to one company and that company's inventory of products.
Mhm.
So, because if that were the case, we'd have to let all diabetics go.
Yeah.
All of them. But
So
because, go ahead.
no, go. I was just gonna say we have viewers like all over the country. So where are you guys able to, I guess, provide a service? Like, what states are you able to provide a service in?
We're in about 20 states.
Okay.
You know, so I'll go, let's see,
Hey,
time
man.
zone. We are in Pennsylvania,
Mhm.
Delaware, Virginia, South Carolina, and Florida. And you move over to Central. We're in Missouri, Louisiana. I'm missing another East Coast. Ohio. Ohio is the Midwest, but it's East
Allegheny.
Coast. Yeah, Michigan, Texas, and then moving over to West Coast. We're in Nevada, California, Washington. Jumping around a little bit. Iowa, Kansas, and I'm missing probably one that I can't think of at the moment. But all in all, we're in 21 states.
Okay.
And if necessary, we will get licensed in your state. Because we have a situation coming up in Wisconsin that's pretty big, and we're not licensed there right now. So, go ahead.
And y'all always had that Madure's group behind y'all the whole time we've been doing.
The whole time we've been doing this.
Yeah, we didn't know.
She tilted. She just tilted the
tilted
laptop.
Man, that is beneficial. And solid right there.
Yeah, that's all
This
it's
is
all
my
about.
first time viewing it and seeing it, so that's why I had to ask. I'm like,
It's
go
all
ahead,
about
Now, she
branding.
talked about it, but she never tilted the laptop. I
man,
understand.
y'all should have been.
Well, I
Man,
heard my state in that list, so I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah. So it's not. We're probably going to be expanding to another half dozen states.
Okay.
We evaluate that on a quarterly basis.
Okay.
And then when necessary, it's all a business decision.
Yeah.
so a vast majority of our viewers can
Yeah,
can
seems
reach
like there's
out
a
to
lot
you.
of people that do
Right.
that do view can
Right.
definitely.
And if their situation is urgent, we can just put them in touch with one of our business partners. Because you know, with the relationship that we have in the business, we have the whole United States covered.
Oh,
The
wow.
network.
Yeah, but
Okay.
just us, we got about half the country covered.
Nice. That's
Man, shut the front door.
I know.
Stop clowning.
Dude,
Yeah, let's throw that out there. That's wonderful.
that's
That's
black couple goals, black gold magic.
Right.
I like all of it.
I've got a friend that I have to direct y'all's way, and I want to make sure that we capture this again, just to let everyone know where they can find y'all. Like if you have a business number, Instagram page, Facebook, TikTok, or wherever possible, where can they find you?
Okay. Well, online or social media, on Facebook, the Medeiros Group, and
I
on
follow.
Instagram.
Thank
Yes,
you.
yes, on Instagram, the Medeiros Group.
I follow.
Yeah,
Yep.
thank you.
And our phone number is 832-655-5635.
Thank you, Wanda.
5635.
We're putting it in the comments. That's why I said that. So I
Okay.
see her hands
Yeah,
going.
it's an 832. What else? I'm sorry.
832-655-5635. And the Medeiros the website is under construction. I happen to have a president of the company who is very meticulous and particular. And me, if it were me, it would be the website would look just like this.
Seen that look, G.
That's it. That's it. But she's not having that, so it's under construction.
So
And-
I have a good friend that I'll send y'all his information, and he's a
Okay.
web designer, and he'll get y'all taken care of.
Okay,
Oh, wonderful.
appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
Because not complaining, but we're actually too busy.
Yeah.
Understand.
To stop.
Understand
And
completely.
Hey, great
one
thing.
of the things that we have on the docket is our own podcast.
Yeah.
But business has interrupted. Business has interrupted that.
Well, then
Hey,
let us help you get that
stay
set up.
booked and busy, baby. Stay booked
Right.
and busy.
Right.
That was it. I feel like we're having a housewarming. Y'all so sweet.
Absolutely. Whatever y'all need to know about it, whichever way y'all need to go, let us know.
Okay,
And
we'll do.
we can do a separate meeting to walk through the process and show how to get things set up and how to get it on multiple different platforms to push
So
out.
plug our streams, Jig.
Say again?
Plug our streams.
Yeah. So if Dirt and Picture wasn't right there, it would show that we have TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube.
Sweet.
We are on 5 different podcast platforms, and we are actually a global podcast. So it's
Wow.
yeah. When I put stuff out on Amazon, Apple, and Google, I'm also able to put it in Spotify, and it's pushed out. We have viewers that are in just from some of the viewership that I looked at in the analysis earlier. It was different countries in Africa. There were different states in France. There was Germany. There was Australia. There's Japan. There was Korea. So literally, it's a global thing.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So we would love to help y'all get that set up, because the information that y'all are pushing, even when it comes down to the states, right? So we've
Yeah, I
got
could totally set up a TikTok and do like an insurance, what is
And
the
kill
tip of
the
the day?
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
y'all would kill on TikTok.
So see, she's the TikToker. I don't TikTok.
And I have put a few things like life insurance. I have made a couple of life insurance TikToks. And they're silly and funny, like 10 seconds or less.
Mhm.
And every now and then I'll put them on the Medeiros Group page just to break up the monotony, to let them know that we are human
Yeah.
too.
We like to laugh.
And we love to laugh, and sometimes we will put jokes on there that really, some people aren't ready to joke about it. But if it's not you, if death isn't concerning you, is one thing. But if it's concerning somebody else, like what was the one with the jelly? It was like this jelly, George Jelly laying in a casket. And
the joke was he looks well preserved.
Yeah, he looks.
Two strawberries were talking to each other,
Gotcha.
and then there was somebody a jar of preserves in the casket.
Yeah,
and we got a lot of laughs out of that.
That's
But you wonder,
they'd be like, they look good because
because that's what we do with the casket, right? Oh, they look good.
That should have got
They
somebody
look
else to
real
do that.
nice.
talk on that. Yeah, like that is factual. Like
Yeah, we had
people
those
don't.
conversations at the casket.
Yeah, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all know, I'm one of the ones. Like y'all done heard my wife speak to me about certain situations, and I got time for that. I'm a smoke. I got years to live. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, That's our conversation, you know what I'm saying? And she like, no, bro, you need to get serious with it. So a lot of people don't get serious with health, life, and we even spoke about the will. I know that was previous podcast. I mean, previous episodes, but
Mhm.
she's still on me,
Right.
She
and
You're
she
gonna
has,
stay
she
on
has,
it.
That's
she,
because
she,
I
gonna
gave
stay
you the
on
I
she,
you.
gave you the way out.
no, 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 no. You gave me the way out, and I'm actually on board with. I'm actually on board with it, but until we actually do it, she's still on me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's because
we
she
just,
loves you. What if she said to you, "Yeah, go smoke as much as you want, so you can be gone"?
oh, she can't tell me that because I'm gonna do
I'm
that
just
anyway.
saying,
But outside of that,
the
no, no,
alternative. You
you
know,
know what I'm saying?
just think of the alternative. So
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
blessing
no,
to have her. Hey, hey, because
and that's what
that's
I'm saying to you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you all. Like, the conversation, with her over my shoulder, and then speaking to you all has been very beneficial in our household. You know what I'm saying?
amen.
For us moving forward and things that we need to do and take care of to solidify the family. You know what I'm saying? So hats off to y'all. Thank y'all once again. That's yeah.
Aw,
So I,
I
I still
appreciate
had
that. Thank you.
questions. I
All
still
right,
had
let's go.
questions that I never
We
got
got
answered.
answers. We got
And
answers. Come on.
All
yeah,
right.
Here they go.
How many more questions you got? Because we get 37 minutes and I want to get to the other
I know
topic.
you do, cuz I got,
What's the other
I got,
topic?
30
Yeah,
I
years.
we
got,
gotta get to the other
Oh,
topic.
yeah, I got,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got. So
Look,
I'm
look,
gonna
see, they
ask
still we gotta
questions.
get to the other topic. Look at
Right,
Steph. She's like, wait a minute, 30 years? That's resonating in her mind
right.
again. Like, oh,
Yes, and I'll save some for next week also. And so just to throw this out here, there expect a call from me, right? And
Mhm.
Maya and we're going to be calling y'all because there's some things that I'd love to talk to y'all about so we can walk through as a couple together so we can get there.
okay.
So yeah.
Absolutely.
So the question that I have now is when term expires, do you get anything back? Is there a payback or is that money gone or what can you expect
Oh,
from
that's
that?
a good question.
All right. So the answer is it's possible. You have
Oh,
to,
I thought it was
yes.
gonna be a flat no, but
right.
No,
do
me too.
share.
no. As a
Do
rule,
share.
I'm big on rules and exceptions. As a rule, with term insurance, once it expires, you get nothing back.
No. Yeah.
But there are policies, and I'll always explain these acronyms: CBO, cashback option; ROP, return of premium. So you can have a 20-year term or a 30-year term, and at the end, when you're alive, you can get all of the money that you paid back. But there's a catch.
Okay.
If you want to return a premium option, you're going to pay more for it.
Okay.
So you have the option to have the regular term insurance situation where you outlive the term and get nothing, or you can have one of our return of premium products. You'll pay more, but at the end of the term, when you're still alive, you'll get every nickel that you paid in will be returned to you.
Yeah.
Wow. So it becomes a savings essentially.
Yeah. But what people will say, and these are the people that never do anything, so they drive me crazy, was that there was no growth. But the product is there because you complain.
Accrue interest.
Right. You complain that you got nothing back at the end of a term scenario. So now here you are. You want something back? Here's everything that you paid. Now, what insurance product out there does that? If you paid car insurance for 30 years and never got into an accident, would State Farm or Allstate say, you know what, Dirt? Here's all of your money back. Take it all and go to another company.
No, I was laughing at the comment in I apologize.
Oh no. I was just I just like you right in my line of sight. So I always like to pick you.
I'm with you.
Plus you fun to
yeah.
I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy, man. Yeah, I'm with it.
So get back to you, Jay. It is possible to get a 15, 20, 25, 30-year term scenario, pay into it for those years, survive the term, and get everything back. But it will cost you. So when we give you that premium, don't say, oh, that's expensive. Well, it's expensive because you're going to get all of your money back at
You're
the
gonna
end.
get it back. Right.
But you
Yes,
get
sir.
So
what
is
you pay for.
Yes, sir.
so is that on another term policy, or can I take my cash and do a whole life thing after that spinoff? You know what I'm saying? If I
Oh, yeah, you
cash,
can do. Yeah. Well, no, you can do whatever you want. I can tell you that once that arrangement ends, you'll have to get new coverage.
correct.
Golly,
And
man.
and that's what I was asking. Do I have to do another term, or would I have, or could I go to like a whole life
Oh, you could go to a
situation?
whole life, or you could go to and do another term, but you couldn't convert
Right.
from that scenario into a whole life.
It has to be another policy.
That
No,
contract will
yeah.
end with the payment of your money back.
Okay, yeah, that's all I was getting at. If I took a term policy and with the circumstance and I got cashed out, you know what I'm saying? I lived that term policy and I got the money, awarded the money. Could I take that towards that's what I was asking. Could I take that
Yeah.
money that I was awarded and put that towards a whole
Like,
life, or do I have to
like,
do another term
You can do
policy? That's
whatever
all
you
I
want
said.
with
and
that
would,
money. You
And
can
would
one
you,
Okay.
would
one
you
more
do
addition to
it?
that, you could also get one where you get half of your money back.
Oh,
Is a term life or whole life? Just
It's
term.
term. So you can get a
Term. Okay.
term, 20 years. At the end of 20 years, half your money back.
Right.
So that
oh,
would be less expensive than all of your money back. So
oh,
you're looking at three term scenarios. You're looking at one with no money back. That's going to be the cheapest. Half your money back. It's going to be a little bit more. And then all of your money back. That's going to be the most expensive term scenario.
Gotcha. Noted.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
all right. And so, golly, 'cause the more I hear you all talk about life insurance, the more I want to know because I'm getting so much of an understanding about this. So, um, the other question is, can you borrow from your term life insurance the same way that you could from your whole
Mm-hmm.
life insurance?
No.
There was the flat no. That's
No.
that's
Yeah, that's the flat no.
That's what I was looking for with the
That's the
first
flat no.
question. But there we go.
Term
Got it.
insurance as a rule is pure protection.
Right.
oh, okay. All right.
No cash value, no lending, no withdrawing, no borrowing, none of that. Just
So the
that's
honest
why it's
truth,
so inexpensive
the honest
as
truth
compared
is
to whole
that
life.
daggone whole life insurance, as far as establishing wealth and maintaining a financial picture, is a better way to go than what term is, depending on your financial status at the time.
Correct.
Yeah. And it
Correct.
depends on your needs.
Yeah. You the whole life scenario is the better scenario long term. So when you're thinking whole life, 15 years out.
Okay.
15 years to life, like a prison sentence.
Said what said that was
Oh,
term. That was term.
Huh?
That was
Damn
whole life, right?
segue.
Whole
The
life.
whole life.
Whole life.
Permanent.
Whole life.
So how long does a term policy usually last?
Well, it depends. We
10,
can 10,
20,
15,
30.
20,
10,
30.
40.
There's some
30?
companies that
Really?
try to do 40 years. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, some,
Now, the
So
longer the term, the higher the cost.
yeah, I was about to say.
Mhm.
So if I'm going to do a term for 40 daggone years, I'm better off going whole.
Correct.
Correct.
Because
End of the
once
day,
again, if the company issued you a 40-year term policy, there's a very good chance you're going to outlive it. And
sure.
then once you outlive it, you're at the mercy of your current health and your current age with regarding getting more coverage.
Okay.
Man, this a cold game.
It's a game. Boy, it's a dirty game.
It's both because
they have to
like
get help and stuff.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right. You gotta
okay.
get it.
Well, speaking of prison sentences,
Okay. Did I get you a good segue?
Wanda wanted to hit it. Wanda got to talk about it. So let's get on it, Wanda.
I'm
Let's
very,
talk
very
about it.
interested because all of
Yeah.
us have been or at the current time married or been in like long-term committed relationships. And the question is, if your partner was sentenced to 30
Federal,
30
federal,
years in
not state.
prison,
Oh, feds. Look.
Are you waiting for your spouse?
So is this the 70 show scenario that
Yes.
you're talking about?
Yes.
Wait, is your spouse accused of raping somebody? I was just asking.
Okay, so and
So
that's,
so that
okay,
that was
so
another
more
that was
importantly,
another
thing.
more
thing.
importantly to
That's
me,
another thing.
did
That
your
was
spouse rape
another
someone?
thing.
That was
Yeah,
another thing,
So
Steph. We
I like,
like
does it depend on the crime that they did that make
right
you
because
stay,
coming Tuesday
or
when we brung it up Tuesday when we speaking amongst each other, we was like it has to depend on the crime because I can ride it out with I was the one that couldn't ride it out for you got
30.
10-year sentence. I gotta do me. You know what I'm saying? I'm
what?
sorry.
We haven't for
What?
better or for worse, sir. Come on now.
Yeah.
You weren't thinking about that when you was out here committing that crime and the family.
But wait,
Right.
girl, it depends on the crime. Like, you know
Lapse of
how we are.
judgment.
You know
And that's
how we
what
can
we
be
got.
like, now,
Yeah.
you know, they ain't do that. You know, they putting that on them, right? You innocent. Free him, right?
Yeah.
So,
Right.
You
so,
should
Free
have
him.
won.
Right.
that's how
If
the
it's like
topic.
that, where I know he didn't do it, then it's like,
Correct.
oh man, that's a different dynamic to ooh. And then
Killing.
it's like,
Correct.
oh, you
Correct.
out,
Correct.
out.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. We totally agree. So that's where the topic spun on us. It was
Yeah,
like
like they like it definitely depends on the crime that was
it
committed.
depends on
For
the
sure.
crime. It
Because
does.
okay, let's just be honest. If your spouse was accused of rape, you're not staying because that means not only did they cheat on you, but they are out here doing heinous stuff.
What
You got
about Bill
you
Cosby?
got all this man meat right here, and you gonna commit them crimes. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about, man.
And
You see what
vice
I'm
versa.
saying?
Got all the
Man,
goodies,
get
and
out of
you out
here,
here. What you doing?
Right, you out here taking it from folks. So,
man.
so I think I definitely think the crime definitely whatever the crime is definitely depends on if I'm staying or not.
Well, don't you mean whether they did it?
No,
But
she
I
said.
mean,
Not
if
yet.
they were
I mean,
no,
because
if
I
they
could
were
be
accused,
accused
like, why
of
were you in
rape.
a position to be accused of this crime? Like,
No, because
like what type of
can I be real?
position?
Can I be real with you right now?
You
Yeah,
got it.
I've been,
Yes,
definitely. You have to
please,
be.
by
no,
all
I'm going to
means.
say this. I'm going to
Yeah.
say this. I've been accused of this crime
Okay.
Okay.
by someone who is mentally ill
Facts.
in our family,
All right.
and I did not do this crime.
right.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's not just an accusation, and I could be without a good lawyer. Very well, I could be convicted of this crime and
Right.
become a sex offender.
Right.
Right.
And I didn't do this crime.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Right.
she knows
that
that
was
she
totally
knows I
true.
didn't do this crime.
Right.
So what I would expect her to ride for me to get me the hell out of jail
Okay.
If you was convicted,
sooner than later, because I've been accused of something that I didn't do.
All
And
right.
you were innocent.
So it's got to be
The dynamic
that's
is
why
different.
right.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like I got to know in my heart and in my head, you didn't do this crime.
Right.
Then what I'm going to do is fight for you until
You
I
can't
get
fight
you.
no
I
more.
get you out of
Yeah.
this.
Mm-hmm.
My
But
thing is like with
if you
go
did
ahead.
this
If
in
you
my
did
50
it.
Cent voice, if you did this,
many men.
Okay. So
we gotta have a different conversation.
Yeah.
let's run down that stream though. Let's flow with the
Okay,
waters,
let's go.
right? So if you did this, right, what does it look like at that point? Is it a soft letdown, or hey, I'm not wearing this T-shirt no more because you don't need to be free?
Right.
Like,
Who-
we-
What was
who
the
you wanna-
fi-
who you
what was that
wanna,
song?
who you wanna go with that first?
Cut it.
Go ahead, Steph.
Oh, like if they did it,
Yeah.
If I did it,
Correct.
that would then
Because till death do us part.
I know, but that comes okay. That's a form of death. That's a murder of your relationship.
Oh,
We didn't look at it like that. We didn't look at it like that when we was talking.
That's the death of your trust. That's the death
Ooh.
of your promise before God and
Thank
your
you.
family. And
That's just meaning
you
physical.
can't save a person. You're in charge of saving yourself.
I
You're in
can
charge
agree with that part.
of saving yourself. And if you give everything that you got to this person who's done this, unless, okay, say for instance, if they admitted it or repented or something, show something. But if you just did the stuff and you like you dirty, and you know that's just the way it is, then no, you have to save yourself. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt you. Right. It's gonna hurt you, and it's gonna hurt me. But we gotta hurt separately because I have to save myself. And you have to save yourself because of what you've done. You have killed, you have severed everything that you had promised. It's, you know, the promise is broken. There is no more truth to that. It was deception.
We didn't look at it like that, Jig. We didn't look at it like that.
So
when we spoke Tuesday, we didn't look at it like, go ahead, Jig. We didn't look at it like that. That was a great spin, Lane. Steph.
I can absolutely agree with that because that's a profound statement. When you commit certain actions, it is in a psychological stance. It does come down to a point of a death, right? And there you have to go through the 5 steps of the grieving process, especially when trust is lost and things have been abused, and there's a loss. Because that's what you're dealing with. You are dealing with the falling away from. You're dealing with the loss of a relationship. Absolutely. So I can when you say it that way, I can hear you on that. I can hear you on that. That is
so. Let's say, let's say this crime happened because you were trying to protect your family of some sort, and you still.
I'm gonna ride it out.
So give me a better example. Why? Give me a better example. You're trying to protect.
You playing in the gray.
Yeah, you are.
Right. So let's say.
I don't know where you're going with that.
Okay, let's say we out.
I'm protect my family by any means.
Assaulted, and the person that assaulted me, you end up hurting or killing. You go to jail for that. Am I supposed to ride that out? Because you made the decision to hurt.
If he was protecting me. And they got in trouble, I would feel, I hate to use the word obligated, but I would feel like I would feel like I don't owe them anything because it's what they chose to do. They chose to sacrifice for me, even though they didn't realize. So I would feel like I want to sacrifice for them.
No. If I put my life on the line to protect you, you have to ride that out. You see what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
But you're not on the fence with it.
But you bounce back and forth.
Let me finish what I was saying. What I'm saying, because he did that for me, since it's my spouse, of course I would ride that out. But he was protecting me.
Right. No, the blurred lines only came about when you said he chose to do that on his own. That's what the blurred lines came into it.
I mean, he didn't. But look, he sacrificed. He chose to do this for me, which is for us. So
you was blacked out at the time getting punched.
What I was saying about like feeling obligated, those words sound ugly. It would just be like an innate thing where I would naturally, of course, I'm going to do that for him because, oh my God, he did that for me, or he did that for us. Because without me, it ain't no us. Without him, it ain't no us. And it's us that's supposed to be. That's the way I look at it.
So I keep telling people this. I keep telling people.
Hold
on, give me a second. Give me a second, because I keep telling people this, and I don't think it's really like sinking into people. Passion doesn't dictate reality, right? Because what sounds like a good idea at the time, we have all been there. We woke up the next morning like, oh shit,
dog it.
Man, that was not a great decision.
Right.
So, and then that's reality settling in, right? So passion doesn't actually dictate reality. The consequences of the passion dictates the actual reality of the situation.
And the jury's not going to feel that passion.
Absolutely. That's where I was going next. Because just because we would move in a movement, like our actions are based off a sense of right now passion and I got to protect. And nobody, like, we're all painting a picture in the court to try and justify these actions. It doesn't always equate. So he still gets 30 years or she still gets 30 years. Where you at that point? So the statement, like the question still stands. Can you justify going 30 years because somebody chose or decided or was obligated to protect you? Go
I
ahead.
dropped the
Like you,
link in
like
the
you,
I dropped the link in the comments, Bloodliners. So if you want to hop on and say your part, what say ye, Bloodliners?
By all
Are
means.
y'all staying or are y'all leaving? Are
yeah.
y'all signing up for them
Based on
conjugals
this,
and
based on the
y'all signing up for them
circumstances.
conjugals?
No, the
But like you
circumstances.
say, Jig,
I
if it
know.
go to the court of law, if it go to the court of law, and they get to presenting these facts
Oh
in the
God,
court
yeah.
of law versus your spouse, you riding with them, you know this person ain't did this or that.
Yeah.
They present these facts in court.
Their job is to prove their case. That's
Yep.
Okay,
it.
yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta
Don't
believe it or
matter
you
in court.
don't.
At the
Facts.
end of the day, your spouse get found guilty based on all the facts. What is on your mind? How do you resonate that? Like,
A
is
Yeah.
new attorney. A
no,
new
no,
attorney.
I'm not. But I'm just saying, here
No.
is the person you paid for is the you know what I'm saying. You pay for that attorney, and he come and he don't represent you in the way in the manner that you think you should be
Oh,
represented.
I said a new attorney, not are you an attorney? I said a new. That's what's on my mind.
Oh,
A new attorney.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
I'm just
I
talking about
need.
the person that's defending you.
Oh no.
But then we're not gonna have an Andy Griffith or a Johnny Cochran, right? We ain't gonna have that. That's just honest truth of the situation. Well, at least I can't, because I know what my money can afford, and that's not those guys.
Right.
So,
But
but
sometimes you don't need Johnny Cochran. It's that person. It's that ram in the
Yes.
bush, depending on your faith and stuff. And if
Timing.
it's if it's that dire where my husband is facing 30 years, then it will be that dire to me to do any and everything that I can to get somebody that's fresh. Or if Johnny, like I said, like you said, if Johnny ain't available, somebody, I'm gonna use all my energy to make sure that they're okay where they are as much as I can help, and to find somebody to with a new set of eyes or something to try to get them out.
okay, I got you. It's just so what we
Oh
were
my
saying
God.
Tuesday, like, and I'm just being 100%, like flat out honest. Like, if my baby got locked up, I don't care what the situation is. I can't say I don't care what the situation is.
Right.
But at the end of the day, 30 years is a long damn time. That's a career.
Is
Motherfuckers
it selfish to want your spouse to
after
wait?
30 years.
No, it's not.
Is
I don't
it
think it
selfish to
is.
want your spouse to wait?
It's kind of like 6 eggs in one hand, half a dozen in the other. And look, you strong if you stick it out, you strong if you can leave, if you ask me, because it's gonna be hard to do either.
But here, can I say something? Because I'm gonna just
Sure.
keep it. I'm gonna keep it real straight and
Keep
real
it a
simple.
buck.
I'm gonna keep it real straight, and simple. Because based on the premise of what we're talking about with the guy, he did rape those people. So you make a choice. If I make a choice,
Was it rape because they were underage, or was it like actual physical?
Let Lynn finish. Let Lynn finish, please.
if I make a choice to break the law and break the vows of my union,
Sure.
I don't deserve you to stay with me.
Okay.
Because I made a choice to destroy what we had.
Yeah.
Now, if she makes a choice that she's going to stay there anyway, it's going to be shaky at best. Everybody starts out posturing and what have you.
Right.
I applaud the wife for saying I'm out, because that's real. She could have postured for a couple of years or months or whatever, but already she was out.
Yeah.
Because she didn't believe in his innocence. So if you believe that I didn't do this, you're not waiting. I don't want you waiting. I want you working to get me the hell out of jail.
Right.
Absolutely.
I'm waiting 30
Because
years.
at the end of the day, I think every
Huh?
spouse know I say at the end of the day, every spouse knows their spouse.
Right. You know what
You
you
know
know.
how they
No,
But-
You know. And really,
Yeah.
knowing is just what you believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your belief is a choice.
That's what I was saying about the belief. It's a belief
Right.
because you know this
I
person.
believe
You
you're
know, you've
innocent.
seen.
Yeah.
I'm going to act accordingly.
Right.
I believe you're guilty.
I'm gonna act accordingly.
I'm going to make a choice that I don't want to be in this situation with you anymore because of the choices that you made.
But can you make that decision before I'm convicted? Don't stand by my side the whole time.
Oh, if I believe that you did it, I'm not waiting for a gavel.
You already know you the judge, jury, and
right.
executioner.
If I believe that you did it, I'm not even showing up to court.
Yeah, like with Hillary and Bill, and like these women
unless I'm called to testify.
You know, like these women standing up for their husbands. And who was that decided when they cheated on him? And then who was that decided I'm not standing by him? He gonna stand up there by himself. He cheated on me. I forgot who that was. One of the first women that decided, no, I'm not getting ready to stand up next to him while he sit up here and lie again.
I mean, it's happened. It's so many women have made that decision that you could just pick one. Right. But the point is, everything that we do in life comes down to choices.
It does.
You make your choice to break the law, put us in jeopardy, whatever. That person has a choice to make. Am I going to stay in this situation, or am I going to do something else? Look. Choices are made every day to drive impaired.
Yeah.
You know, with your spouse in the car.
And the kids.
And the kids.
Yeah.
You know, you make that choice, things go sideways. I can make a choice that, you know what? I don't want to be put in danger with you anymore.
Right.
You know, so it's a complicated question, Wanda. I was looking forward to discussing it. But there's no right or wrong answer. Because once again, we're all different.
Yeah.
Now, what you have to do is create scenarios where you believe he did it. Because that's all that matters.
If you think he did it.
I don't care about the 12 people. I don't care about the judge. I don't care about the people online or watching it on the news. Do I believe my wife is guilty? If the answer is yes, I'm going to have it. I'm gonna have that real conversation with her before anything. And guess what?
Well, that conversation ain't gonna look good if you think I'm guilty. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
If she's found not guilty,
you know your spouse. You can look at
moving around there.
Yeah.
But at the end result, he gonna know. He can look you in your eye and he can talk to you.
If we go to court,
go ahead, Lynn.
Yeah, we go into court. We need to have this conversation.
You will have it before court, or else, like, if not the conversation. That nonverbal when she just up and gone.
Because the only two people that got your back at that time is your lawyer and your spouse. Them the only two people that got your back at that time frame. Your lawyer and your spouse.
And you
have to be upfront with both of them.
Yeah.
Definitely the person that you
actually, your lawyer does not want to know if you're guilty.
He don't want to know, but he or she
is going to believe one way or the other.
Yeah.
Right. They got to prove a case. They got a job to do.
I've been in that situation too. And here's what I learned: the person with the best lawyer wins.
Always.
No, you don't need Johnny Cochran, Jay. You just need a lawyer that's better than the prosecutor,
the next lawyer, right?
County or whatever. You just need somebody that can beat him. That's all you need.
Yeah, I've been in a situation myself. Yep, I agree 100%.
So from looking at the comments, I see people say as soon as them gates close, they out. Basically, is what it seems like. As soon as them gates
I want to know about the people who say that they're
in
it, but ain't gonna be in it, and not tell them that they done moved on.
Because that's what I was about to say, right? Because there is a part till death do us part that I think people ain't taking into consideration, and we've seen it with Aunt Mary and when George was locked up, right? She would go, like, people would go see their person that's in jail, put money on their books, but they got a whole nother life happening on the outside.
Yep. Mm-hmm. They keep money on your books, you good.
I'm gonna go see you 2 times a month, but I got little Zach at the crib waiting for me to get back from this trip, you know. So this is a thing. Yeah, so right. Like till death do us part. That's a realness of that whole statement. Mm-hmm. So if you're the person that's actually locked up, what do you do in that situation? Because you know your person out here somebody might be smashing her head into a backboard, into the bedboards, to the
I'm gonna be
wall.
trying to make sure I don't get mine smashed into where I am. That's what I'll be concentrating on.
I'm
Okay.
just saying, because I wouldn't expect, and it's just me. I wouldn't expect my lady to. I get 30 years, and she done roll with me because court takes a long time, right?
It
does.
does.
Long time, and we also know the actual stats. If y'all don't know the stats about people that look like us that get locked up, unfortunately, we are actually guilty before we go to trial. They're just simply waiting for it to finish, right? Because the state has to make its money. Not just the state, but the profiteers, that the private companies have to make their money. So they're going to convict me anyway, right? And so I'm saying this in an aspect, especially when it comes to an argument or a debate, that this is not the best way to enter this debate. However, it's the truth of America. So I'm still going to get convicted. I'm still going to ride out this sentence, even though I'm innocent. Right. And if you look at several different projects in America, we have the people that get off or get released from prisons, like death row, as well as long-term federal accounts. We've got like a 51% rate that are overturned because they've seen that the evidence didn't match or the DNA wasn't true. There was a prosecutor trying to make a name. There were so many different things in the court system that happened, but we still got convicted. Right. So if I'm riding out a 30-year sentence and I'm still going through this process and she putting money on my books and she's still giving me my conjugal visits, all I'm asking is when I finally get home, all I'm asking is for the bills to be paid. That's it. Because you still got to live.
Dirt don't agree with that. I just saw his face. Dirt did.
Wow. Nah, man, it's still down. 30 years, bro. You know how much the universe then changed in 30 years?
Yeah, we saw that in I'm gonna get you sucker. I'm gonna get you sucker. You know, come on, that's a great reference. That's a classic.
That's a great reference.
Oh, really? Really?
That's a great reference. But that's how the times then changed, bro. I'm gonna get out of jail, and my kid's gonna be more knowledgeable than I am. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In 30
you
years.
can study while you in there.
But you still not gonna get the information that they're receiving out. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference.
Well, prisons have evolved.
Yeah.
They online. They got flat screens.
They on TikTok.
Y'all must ain't seen Love After Lockup.
I heard you.
It depends on where you in prison.
They are on
It's
TikTok.
a whole ass prison talk.
So let's take a 40-year-old inmate.
You seen Love After Lockup? Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Let's take a 40-year-old inmate and take a 13-year-old
son.
Same time frame.
Son or daughter, right?
Right.
Either a
Sure.
13-year-old
Yeah.
versus the 40-year-old. I ain't even say a male or female. I just say a 40-year-old versus a 13-year-old.
Sure.
They are so much. My 13-year-old, he doing his Spanish teacher came to us and she was like, we want to start him to not tutoring but interpreting. We want to get him in the class so he can start interpreting because he is so not. He is 8th grade. He is taking college math, college Spanish. It's endless.
All right, so Derek, you have an exceptional 13-year-old here.
Yeah, he's
Correct.
Yeah, let's do an average 13-year-old.
So
because all my 13-year-olds want to do is eat pizza rolls and TikTok.
So like I spoke to y'all earlier about I have twins.
Right.
I got two 7-year-olds. They yin and yang. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
One of them is on a reading level, and the other one is, you know what I'm saying? One of them is they both on the math level that's immaculate. You know what I'm saying? So, but just the difference in kids. You know what I'm saying? It's different than people. You know what I'm saying? I understand it, but man, like.
But moral of the story is, if your wife is locked up for 30 years, you waiting, yes or no?
No.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm gone.
No. Okay.
And Wanda. Here's the no though. The no might be I waited 5 years and I'm out.
Right.
Or I'm out from as soon as the gavel hits. That's what I'm saying about the scenario.
Yeah.
Most people won't do 30 years. There may be a few, but you might have people that do 15. Or like a marathon. Most people quit a marathon miles 18 to 22.
Ooh, yeah.
You know?
Most people cannot do a long-term relationship.
Right. Exactly.
Most people can't do a long-term relationship, let alone a 30-year
but they're going to do 30 years. They're going to do 30 years with you. Exactly.
You definitely have to
know.
You definitely have to be
no matter what they say,
sure.
no matter what they say,
you have to be built for that.
Right. Whoever that commenter was, you do have to be built like that.
You have to be built like that.
What I say all the time is human beings are built to quit. They are built to quit.
We are built on our desire and what we want.
And in this society we have today, how easy is it to quit anything?
It's so easy.
You quit your job virtually.
Look, quit,
right?
Quit and cancel.
You can quit your relationship via text.
Yeah.
You can quit school.
Ooh.
You can quit anything you want. It's easier to quit everything these days than it was before. Before you quit a job, you had to give 2 weeks notice. That was the rule.
Yeah, right.
The exception.
I'm cool. I ain't showing up.
Right. I'm done.
Yeah.
So
but like that's burning the bridge. Like
I would be guilty of.
Well, no. Here, let me give you one that's true that's happened. Most times it happens, but let's say my wife gets into a fight with another woman. She strikes that woman. That woman stumbles, hits her head on the curb, bleeds out, and dies.
Yeah.
I'm riding it out.
Now, am I going to ride for her?
Yes.
Yes.
I hope so.
I'm going to do everything I can do to get her out of that situation. We're not going to have a conversation with like, you know what? You made a choice to smack that woman. She stumbled into the street and you killed her. So you know what? I'm out. No, that's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen here. That's why you got to, but with this Masterson scenario where he raped people.
Yeah.
Right. And this was not new information to her.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
It wasn't new. She didn't get blindsided in court with facts, dirt. She knew everything.
Yeah.
Correct.
She knew what she was signing up for.
Right.
And then when it went left, she decided she's out. And I don't have, that's her choice.
Right.
Okay.
That's her choice. And let me say something. He is going to have women throwing mail at him like crazy.
I didn't even.
It might end up in a better situation.
Yeah.
Than what.
Yeah. I watch Love After Lockup. Women love criminals.
Why? That might be a whole nother.
Good girls love bad guys.
Wanda, it's certain type of women that love, or certain type of people that love people that are incarcerated. It's called
Steph.
Yeah, I'm just telling y'all. Just watch a few episodes of Love After Lockup, or
I don't know if I can manage it.
You know what?
It's gonna be a life-changing
previews. Look, the previews will get you all you need to know.
Yeah,
just the previews. You don't need to watch all that. The same thing with 600 Pound Life. She'll watch the whole show. I just need to see the previews.
Yeah. I love 600 Pound Life. Just so you
Wanda,
know.
Oh Lord,
no, I don't need to see all that.
Wanda, you be like, I'm doing all right, and I'm so glad they made it through that. And then other people, it's like I'm sick of them. But yeah,
it's
they
a
can turn their whole life around.
No way, as a human being, you should let your life go like that.
Huh?
Ain't no way as a human being.
If my husband making a whole box of pancakes for me for breakfast and cooking a whole thing of sausage and all these eggs, he want me to be fat.
It's called self.
Do he want you to be fat, or he wants you to be happy?
Fat.
You can throw self in front of so many words, and it's all about you. You know what I'm saying? It's self.
But I bet they got some life insurance on that 600+ pound person.
No, we can get them.
Yeah, we actually can.
We can get them 10,000.
Yeah,
we can get them 10,000, but that's it.
We can get them burial.
So many of this.
No, we can insure.
Yeah, we can.
Even if they don't pick up the prescription,
Casket gonna cost if they 600 pounds.
Yeah, we can get them 10,000. That's it.
Oh.
That's it.
That's how much the casket gonna cost if they 600 pounds.
Well,
Right.
they don't
No,
need
but
that.
ain't
They need the extra large crematorium.
Yeah.
right. That's 20.
Is what they need.
Wow.
Anyway, my bad. That's it out loud. I was thinking that, but
Hey.
So
that's
we
Oh,
20.
saying
man.
is everybody keeping their spouse? That's what I need to know.
Am I sticking it
30
out?
years,
It
that's a
depends on
long
for
time,
me.
Steph. I
Dirt is
feel
out. Dirt is
Dirt is
out.
out. Okay.
She got 30 years. Dirt
Wanda.
is out. Wanda,
For me,
what say you?
For me,
I got
it depends
needs.
on the crime.
Huh?
It depends on the crime for me.
You out. You out too.
30 years, 30 years,
You
30
out
years.
too.
That's the crime. 30 years, that's the crime.
Federal.
No,
What about
No,
what
30
about,
years is the time.
what about good behavior?
What's the crime? And do you believe they did the crime?
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to for me.
if in fact they
If I
did
believe
it, no,
she did the crime,
no.
if I believe she went out and premeditated and murdered somebody, then I'm out.
Okay.
Like
Steph,
if I thought he raped somebody,
Yeah, if she
no,
believes that I
I'm
did
out.
that rape
I
crime,
can't.
she's out, no matter what she says.
Yeah.
So
She's
is it
out.
just based off? So is it just based off belief with y'all, or is it
Oh,
based off?
listen, I believe it's based off belief with everybody.
Yeah.
It's just
Correct.
we've
Okay.
got the courage to say it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what most like I talk. She sees me in action. Courageous conversations is my jam.
Mm.
Most people don't have the courage to have them.
It's awkward for a person.
Yeah, I will ask. I will ask that question. Like
I
I
know my
ask her all the time, and she's like, "Are you going to say that?" I'll ask people, "Am I being a pest?"
Yeah. You know, with following up with people.
Yeah. Am I a pest to you right now?
Because you said
Yes or
you
no?
want help, but
Because if you
you're
say
not
yes,
available.
I swear you will never hear
from
from
us
me
again.
again. And
Yeah.
guess what? I don't say ever.
I will ride out. I know my wife will ride out for me. I will ride out for my wife.
the whole
But
30.
Here we
no,
go.
no, I ain't said no whole 30 now. Goddamn me.
No,
Now.
I already told you he's out
He
on
out.
30. Wanda,
Like
you're
I
out
said.
on 30.
He's like Kramer. Off
Right.
Right. He out the contest. Right? You
I'm
out the
good
contest.
for 10. I'm good for 10.
No, you're
And we can
not.
ride it out. But after
you're
that,
I'm
not.
good for 10. You make it to 10, you can make it to 30.
Right. So you look, Dirk, you got a PowerPoint presentation with bar charts. Is that what
boy,
you got?
about 300 different cars that came
Perfect.
out. New laptops, phones, computers. You know what I'm saying? Like 30 years. I'm good for good. I'm good for 10.
You get that
He said he
that
good for 10.
that Apple 30 clone.
I'm good for 10,
You gotta
dude.
worry about it. You ain't gotta worry about it at all.
Jig,
all-
what you think? 30 years you riding it out?
No. So hold on. Let me you got me off guard. You can't do that. I don't do well with questions like
Here
that.
we go.
You being honest.
No, I'll
Right. 'Cause I feel you, cuz and we gonna party tomorrow.
look.
I can't wait to party. It's our
Hey,
birthday tomorrow. We gonna party.
We gonna get to that.
Oh.
Go ahead.
So depending on the crime, right? And again, just being an analytical guy, what I would make sure I do, because even guilty people are still human. I would still put money on books. I might go see her every now and again, just to say, hey, the world is still moving.
That would make it worse. That would make
That would make
it
it
worse.
worse.
No,
That would
Jay,
make it
Just
worse.
leave me the hell alone,
Jay,
bro.
with
Just
Jay.
How
trying
you
to
tell your
say,
new girlfriend about this shit?
I'm just trying to say,
On a trip.
yeah, I'm just
Jay.
trying to say where I am.
Right. Jay, here's the theme with, and I'm not saying anything derogatory, but here's the theme that I'm seeing with the three of you. None of you are working to get them out.
Roger's out.
Well,
Jay talking about an occasional visit and money on books.
So
If this happens to her,
yeah,
my life now becomes getting her out of jail.
here's the
If he didn't do
Not
it,
riding
I'm
it out.
definitely helping.
I also spoke about the facts. You know what I'm saying? If motherfucker present facts in court and I'm riding it out with you, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the driver's seat. I'm riding shotgun. Let's do it.
So
But
here's
if
the
they
caveat.
present the facts in court,
This girl is crazy.
I know she is funny. Nicole, she was like, "It's good out here. They got an iPhone 50."
but we talking about facts though. And like I say, Lynn, at the end of the day, I'm riding with my wife.
For 10
I'm
years.
believing I'm believing everything. I'm riding with my wife, and she get jammed up. Guilty. That's what
That's
the
so hard.
judge.
That's not what I'm saying.
How do you
What
do?
you,
How do
what
you
you
take that?
saying, Jay? I still don't understand what Jay was saying.
Look, Jay doing the least.
I was
He's doing
He might as well say that.
trying to
Jay,
finish.
so
I was
like,
trying to finish because I
what
did.
if you believe? What if you believe she's innocent?
So
Mhm.
again, here's the caveat, like, because what I'm saying is I may not have done a good job articulating it because this message is brought to you by Jameson, right? So caveat is I'll have done the work, or the inherent reaction is I've done the work to make sure we can get you out of jail, and you're
You
still guilty.
exhausting so much from the people that's on the outside.
Huh?
You exhausting so much.
I'm not worried about the people. I'm not worried about everybody else. That's
You got kids, boy. If you got kids like I got kids, you know what I'm saying? You
no.
got kids on the outside. You still holding it down.
They
But
want
I'm
to
gonna
see
make
their
sure they
mom.
straight. Right. But all I'm saying is
That's once a week. You know what I'm saying?
so
You know what I'm saying? I'm 365. You know what I'm saying? He going to see his mama. You know what I'm saying? 4 times a month.
right. So
That's exhausting.
I would
But
do whatever.
If you believe that they are innocent, if you believe they're innocent and they are found guilty and their sentence has just started, you're out. You wouldn't like dedicate your life or that years or however long it takes to try and
well,
find a way to get them
see,
out, to get
you just spoke
overturned.
about it. That's 3 years.
Jay,
That's
what
3
you doing?
years. That you just spoke about it. That's 3 years. These kids, see, I gotta pay for practice. I gotta pay for, you know what I'm saying, insurance. I gotta pay
He doing
insurance,
the money. He
health,
doing the
life.
money. You
That's
doing the
another
money.
income. That's another income that's not there. So I gotta pay for health, life. You know what I'm saying, medical.
Life insurance. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
When does the clock stop for you?
At 10 years, he said.
You said 10 years?
No, Dirt said 10 years.
Jay, how does that work for you?
So I'm a fluid person. I don't believe in black and white because life actually happens in the gray, right? So I would work.
I agree.
Yeah, I would work to get her out, right, and do my best, especially if I know
But
she in
it's
it.
over.
I'm not saying it's over. No,
Jig, what's your years? Jig, you
what
beating
I'm
around the
saying
bush. Steph
what,
asks you, what's your years?
no, what I'm saying is
Oh my God.
throughout this ride, she gonna see me, but I'm still finna be living. You dig? I'm still gonna be alive. I'm still gonna. What the heck? If the case of PPP loans, I know she's guilty. Facts. But all I'm saying is, if I know she's guilty, I'm gonna fight to get her out. In the meantime,
You know she's guilty?
You
If
know
you know
she's guilty?
if I know she's innocent, my bad. If I know she's innocent,
See, that's
I'm
5. I say that's 5 years for me.
wait
I
a minute.
know.
So
I know.
what I actually
Y'all are
Jay
straight
wasn't saying,
savage,
and what
bro.
I actually see is you're gonna ride with her up until she goes behind bars. But
No.
no, and then you're gonna check out. And
No, I'm not
then
gonna
you would
check
just
out.
y'all gonna be over, and I'll keep you some stuff on the books. We could do a conjugal, might come see you on your birthday, but you out.
I gotta make that make sense.
I can't really argue with that summary.
I gotta make that make
That
sense.
might be a thing. I don't know. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen once we get off this live and I walk up the steps.
Right, but Jay, you could say.
Yeah,
I
could
could
say.
say.
You could say, and that's the difference.
Right.
Nobody knows.
I
But
don't
you can
know.
say. That's the crucial, courageous part.
Tell Martell it ain't gonna be no time left to
That-
give a chance.
So what I
That's
will
the part.
Still riding with me.
say directly is if I know she's innocent, we gonna fight it out. 30 years. If it take 30 years, we're gonna fight it out.
That's
If I
what I'm.
feel
That's,
if I
That's
feel
that's
she's
what I'm looking
innocent,
for.
if
right.
I feel
It
she's
took a
innocent,
minute.
like y'all was
Now,
saying,
It took a
if I
minute.
feel
But
she's
that's it.
innocent,
well, I don't want to be like a hero in this thing because I'm not. Because here's the
Well,
villain side. I mean, I'm a Gemini, damn it, and I claim that shit all day. But because I'm still gonna live during these
thank
30
you for
years,
emotions.
right
Thank you
there.
for emotions.
so when
Hey,
she say was you thinking about me, you gonna be like,
Yeah.
part of me
yeah,
was.
I was thinking about her.
Yeah, I was thinking about you.
Do you have somebody else?
Look, we ain't got time for them
Like,
time.
girl, you was worried about the
We
wrong
gotta get back
thing.
to
We
this
trying to
case.
get you out of
We
here.
gotta figure this out right now.
Right. Right.
You was worried
Yeah.
about the wrong stuff
Why
right
you
now.
thinking about that?
Got
You
you.
can do nothing about that right now.
Look,
You ain't finna
look. That's
come
what we.
home right
That's what
now.
we tell women when they ask us, "Did you love her?" You're thinking about the wrong thing now.
The wrong
No, what are you
thing.
talking about right
I
now?
love
Who was
you
that
at this
like when
moment.
a man no, that was what was his name? The Country Wayne talking about, was it bigger than mine? You worry about the wrong thing.
The wrong thing.
You was
Hey,
worried about the wrong thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Thinking like that gonna get you out of here.
yeah.
Not at all.
Why you caught up in these types of particulars? Been you in this situation?
Yeah.
Like you thinking about me?
You
Don't
need
think
to go.
about me.
You was not making the best of your time. You turn around. We're gonna try this again next week.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Random. I got a random.
Okay.
I
What's
got a
random?
random. Beach Please went out there and won 6 straight matches this week.
We did.
Our volleyball, we got
Oh, awesome.
a sand volleyball league that we play in.
Okay.
We went out there and we killed it this week.
We did. We did. And I
I
was
don't know that
sore
game,
all
but I appreciate
Thursday.
it.
That's a
Wanda
good
got
thing.
big every game. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was getting up there.
Wanda got big.
I
Anyway,
drank my water all day.
back on topic.
No,
That was just a random. It was
no
on my
wonder.
mind.
All right.
We,
Yeah,
we killed it this week in sand volleyball.
we did.
Where y'all play sand volleyball?
Indoor.
At
Outdoor.
STL
Outdoor.
Sandbar out in West County.
It rained on us. It rained on us
did.
this week. We killed it.
But we did good.
Good.
We
Well,
killed it.
listen, it's safe to say, God forbid, that we'll all be good in that situation, and we hope that none of it happens, and we would do the best that we could do, and be the best that we could be.
Absolutely.
We wouldn't be dogs and dogging nobody out.
Not on purpose.
You're human. That's all I can say. That's the best I
Not
can
on
do.
purpose.
I'm human. I'm gonna be a human.
And
Whatever
that,
that at that time, that's what
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
do.
because it's
I think
easy.
the older I get, the more self-control I have. Like, but if y'all would have asked me this question in my 20s,
Oh, I would have been dipset. No.
and the human in me just gonna
Nope.
let me be honest and say that
Facts.
I can't write it out 30 years.
At least you honest.
Now, if I was like
I
70
don't
years
know, because
old,
I'm a romantic.
You a man.
I
You
am
read
too.
books.
If he didn't do
You got
it,
some novels, cuz.
if I was like 70 years old, shit,
Like,
I ride 30 years out because we ain't gonna make it.
like
Neither
that
one of
question,
us
you
getting out
gonna
of
let
this
them come? You
situation
gonna give
alive.
them a chance when they get out?
Yeah.
Everybody
on
dead.
insurance on his spouse, and that's gonna be
If I haven't moved on
Yeah.
and we haven't agreed that we both moved on when he get out, I would definitely try to give it a shot.
I'm going to Florida. If I'm 70 years old, I'm going to Florida. I'm putting money on your books and I'm going to one of those nasty colonies.
And listen, if you on the inside, if it's you can't ask for more than that.
Yeah. Put money on my books. And send some type of self-protection fighting books so I can learn how to fight, protect myself.
Or shiv,
Yep. I'm like, hey, teach me how to make a shiv.
Yeah. Yeah.
Put it in some banana bread. I don't know. I don't know.
I like just keep giving me the good stuff on my book so I can keep Big Bertha off my back.
Hey, what's going on, Joyce, baby? 30 years is a long time.
But in that sense, sorry, go ahead.
I got a soccer game in the morning at 1 o'clock.
Oh, your old ass.
My kids. I play volleyball on Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? That's me. Keep me active. You know what I'm saying? My kids active.
Yeah. No, but like
That's what's up.
in
All
that
right, so
situation with that person, with the guy from that 70s show.
Yeah, if it's rape, no, we not
he's good.
staying. But
He's
No,
good.
if it's anything other
think
than rape,
I
I
think
got you.
it's
I'm
given.
glad
It's
we
just
on board.
but if it's other stuff, because it's totally gray. But like no, I'm not. No.
Yeah, rape, no. Anything else, we'll talk
Yeah,
about it.
write it out with your spouse, especially, that was a statement. If you think your spouse guilty or not, you know what I'm saying. If he's guilty or she's guilty, you will know it. You'll
Yeah.
And
feel it.
how much of your life would you waste knowing that he did that, working on trying to get him clean? Ain't nobody got time for that.
Right.
That's true.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, if I did it, go live your life.
Yeah.
That is very noble of you. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, baby,
I
wait.
done messed things up for me. Go ahead and
Go do
live your
you.
life.
I ain't finna tell you no more than what you need to know. You're gonna have to be brought in the trial, and I'm not finna put you through that. So don't come talk to me. You know, let things happen the way they finna happen. You know, and that's true, Thud. So let's hit final thoughts. Since Dirk got a soccer game in the morning,
Yeah.
Z jumped up.
Twins got a soccer game. I don't play soccer, but I play volleyball.
I used to play soccer, except if
I
they
can
tried
hoop. I
to
can
go.
hoop lean. I got a jumper. You hear me?
Oh, okay.
That jumper dirty, ain't it?
Call him the Iceman. We used to call him the Iceman because he came
Oh,
through with finger rolls. He did.
that's my floater. You know what I'm saying? I was doing the
He-
floater before Manu Ginobili and all them guys. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I ain't gonna brag about myself. You
But
see what I'm
look,
saying?
could you finger roll?
The Iceman. I'm a Spurs fan, so
Okay. But could you finger roll?
Yeah,
that's what.
All right.
Yeah,
I,
'cause
I I can witness that. Like as
so
I,
a testament to me is I play with everybody like Jig, like oh I don't know what y'all call him, James, the
well, they don't know
movement.
how tall I am
You know
either.
what
They
I'm saying? All that. I call him Jig. You know what I'm saying? I played with him and my cousin Carlos. They
and I
were
about the gym.
the tallest persons that I played with growing up. You know what I'm saying? And
I know. They were like so
that's
tall
that's where
for
my
no
finger
reason.
roll came at. The floater, like Tony Parker. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know what I'm saying? I resonated my game based off of the guys that I grew up with playing basketball with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So and I'll talk about my basketball exploits some other time. You know, it'll come. You know,
You
just
gonna talk about that when you sing for us, because that's the second thing you're gonna come up with.
yeah, I will. So my dad played for SLU, and he was the leading scorer
So,
throughout the 80s. So he used to make me like do shoot jumpers, but I played down low ball because I like to be physical. So I grew up and I played against Larry Hughes. I played against Justin Tatum.
Okay.
I played against these guys, right? Not just in school, but also on blacktop. So no, that's just a little bit of my history. I won Hoop It Up as a champion in St. Louis with my guys. I used to
man,
be
we'll talk about it.
I got a full ride scholarship to a college, and I messed it up because I went back to St. Louis when I used to live in Chicago with my dad. But another story for another time, right? Being from the
Connection.
South, didn't know any better. But anyway, final thoughts, family. That's where we are because Dirk got to go to bed.
I
Dirk
gotta go
got.
to bed.
I do
We got
too.
final
I got a
thoughts.
long day.
Oh, wanted to do too. All right. So the Medeiros family, what's y'all's final thoughts for the day? For the good of the family, the good of the bloodliners.
This was a very good from a content perspective conversation that we had this evening, where we touched on sport, we touched on insurance, life insurance, and once again accomplished our goal with education and information. And then this last piece with the 30-year scenario was also educational for me. I'm not going to speak for my wife, but it was educational to the point of view of not just the the screens here, the boxes here on the screen, but the comments.
Yeah.
Because everyone reacts to adversity differently, and that should never surprise you.
Mm-hmm.
That everybody is not going to see things like I said last time, where everyone processes things differently. iPhone 15 processes everything the same, but human beings process everything differently. So just keep that in mind. And I always ask people to be fair and understanding in how they treat people, and things will be pretty good.
Yeah.
Nice.
To piggyback off of what he said, tonight was fun. We totally, and I think I can speak for both of us and how much we've been enjoying just gathering with you guys and fellowshipping. I think each
y'all are fun.
Thank you. Each one of you.
We love y'all. We love you. Appreciate y'all, Queen King.
Thank you.
Sure.
We appreciate the gems that you give, and it does show, like Lynn was saying, how everyone has different opinions, but again, it's based on it's not wrong. It's different, but then you can find some type of common ground. And I think it's good for the most part to keep the peace, but if it's just gonna make a scab over something, that's not good. But if you can genuinely come together and recognize each other as human beings with different experiences, then we all learn. We all learn something, and it just opens your mind. Even if it's something that you don't agree with, we can still learn something from each other, and then our minds become stronger. And then we become more, I guess, for lack of a better word, tolerant. But you still live your life. You don't stop up because you're angry. All these negative emotions come up. So I just think that it's a great platform. You guys are doing a great job, and we appreciate being a part of this. And we've been having a ball. We grown people. We went out tonight. Yeah, we out right now. We outside with y'all.
Appreciate it.
Juan, where you at?
Go ahead, Queen.
All right. Well, first and foremost, I want to say happy birthday to my little sister.
Hey,
Nicole.
happy birthday.
We'll be celebrating her birthday tomorrow. That's Nicole. Yeah.
Nicole, happy birthday, Nicole.
Yeah. So we will be celebrating her birthday tomorrow. We got a long day tomorrow.
Nicole Calvin is your sister.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh man, don't joke.
Okay.
Hey, bro, she bother everybody. She
need a box on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So tomorrow is her actual birthday. So we will be celebrating. I'm very excited. Thank God for her for a whole nother year. So appreciative of have my first best friend ever. So yeah. As always, guys, as my final thoughts, please don't forget to brush and floss. Super duper important. So oral health is just overall health, basically. Don't forget to smile, and every day is a present. It's a gift, so treat it as such. We only live once. Enjoy your life. Spend that little $10. Go on that trip. Buy those shoes.
Enjoy yourself.
Enjoy yourself. Live life.
Yeah.
And those are my final thoughts.
Diesel, where you at? What you got, Cuzzo?
Man, shout out to the Maduri group first and foremost.
Let's
for
get
dropping these gems and this knowledge on us. But like I said,
killing it.
Wow.
Thank y'all first and foremost, because I was ignorant to a lot of the facts and a lot of the things that were going on with insurance, and y'all just dropped gems and got me much more knowledgeable. And then learning today that y'all still learning. Yeah, beneficial. Go ahead, son. Come on.
Exactly.
Come on.
Yeah.
Tell me. Yeah, I'm serious. They learn every day. They learn every day. They learn every day. We learn every day. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? The choices we make. Oh, y'all told us are so beneficial. Make great choices. But if you're facing 30 years, the kid out. I got these guys to ride it out with. You see what I'm saying? So y'all can do 30 years if y'all want. I got 10, and I'm gonna ride it out with my guy right here. I love y'all.
Free boo until it's in reverse.
For
Big
sure.
man.
So my final thoughts are what I will start out by saying is first off, it's always a pleasure uh, for the Medeiros group to come on and help educate us. You know, I genuinely appreciate that. That is the best thing. Like all month, y'all have been dropping gems, and I can't wait to start putting out more content to show y'all's faces and show like highlight y'all the information that you all have been giving us. We've been privy to, so that you can like it's amazing. Knowledge is literally power. No ifs, ands, or buts. My people are destroyed for lack of, unfortunately,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the hope and the aspiration is to give and to disperse the knowledge that we have so that we can stop a certain form of destruction and become better at the end of the day. So thank you all so much for continuing to give us the the wherewithal, the ability, the knowledge, the experience, and the expertise to have y'all on our platform, because it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So with that being said, I also want to say that, and this is like my general thoughts as always. At the end of the day, be the reflection of love that you want to see. Right. That's the only way that you can recognize it. And if you're not being that, you'll never see it. We recognize each other, uh, the bad parts, unfortunately, first within each other. And that's what we get upset with. Stop taking things personal and take every moment as a teachable moment, because we can learn as we're teaching. And that's the profound moments, and profound statements in being a guru. From all the gurus that I've learned from, I've studied, and I've read about, they continue to learn from their students, and it's absolutely amazing. I love looking at those different types of lessons. So, of course, uh, at the end of the day, like I said before, be the reflection of love that you want to receive. What you about to say something? What are you going to say?
Um, like and subscribe.
Like and
Thank
subscribe.
you. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, so
Oh,
I'm
he's so
yeah, that's
cute.
perfection right there. I don't need to say
Very
nothing
good.
else. I don't need to say nothing else except for, in the wise words of,
The Raiders.
My dude.
Uh,
Thank
oh,
you, son. You was right on
Mute
time.
his
all
mic.
right, all
You
right.
silence him. You can't silence him. You
We'll
can't silence Dig, but
so
you
in
silence him right
the
now.
words of the Raiders. Thank y'all for coming out. God bless and
Good night.
Bye.
Say good night.